Alright, what's up, Fiend Fam? Hopefully this is going to be the first of many live moto vlogs. Got my camera set up, figured out, I hope. Decided to take a little ride out today because this might be one of the last decent days we get here in wonderful upstate New York, because it's going to start snowing soon. So in this video, I want to talk about what you should prepare for in riding, specifically when it comes to temperature and weather conditions. Obviously, as riders, we all know about rain and, you know, slick surfaces, wet leaves, stuff like that, tar snakes. But you know, some things that often get overlooked are things like hydration and dressing for the conditions. Obviously, if it's raining out, you probably want to wear some type of rain gear. Definitely helpful, but not necessary. But you want to make sure that you're properly hydrated. You know, as the old saying goes, by the time you're thirsty, it's already starting to be too late. You can get one of those Camelbacks for fairly inexpensively and, you know, keep yourself hydrated on the road. Or if you need to, make frequent stops. I mean, if you're stopping to get gas, fuel yourself up. Your body's an engine too, and it needs to be taken care of. You also want to watch out for too cold of weather and too hot of weather. You know, again, back to the whole hydration thing. Yes, you can actually get dehydrated when it's freezing cold out. Like, for example, me today, it's about 40 degrees here right now. We do have a gale warning in effect through Monday morning. It is now a Saturday afternoon, but and obviously, as you can see from the camera, the wind isn't really picking up, but it's going to. So you want to make sure that you're prepared for that. But you know, I'm right now wearing my Climb 51 riding jeans and my Tourmaster overpants over that. Might be a little overkill, but I'd rather be warmer than colder. I've got a t-shirt, a long sleeve t-shirt, another zip up over that, a hoodie, and my heavy Harley-Davidson leather jacket. A little warm right now, but you know, I'm only doing 30 miles an hour, 40 miles an hour, so it's really not that big of a deal. And you know, I live by the saying that better to have and not need than need not have. You can always take off, you can't always add, especially when you're on a bike. So, you know, heated gear is definitely a very viable option for those of us that live in the Rust Belt. I don't have any yet, but I'm looking into them. I'm really interested in the Mobile Warming brand. They run off of lithium-ion batteries. They can also run off your bike as well, but I don't like the idea of being tethered to my bike. If I was on a touring bike chewing up some serious miles, that'd be a different story. But since I'm not, I like being able to just get off my bike whenever I want to and not have to unplug anything. Just turn it off. Not only that, but they have undergarments. I'm not really big on wearing a heated jacket, but I'd love to have heated base layers, you know, be they pants, top, socks, and then, you know, obviously heated gloves, which, you know, I'm sure they make heated inserts, but I'd much prefer just a regular pair of heated gloves. Speaking of which, you probably want to consider gauntlet gloves over just a regular cuff length. Going to help keep any wind out, any moisture specifically too, depending on where you are and how you ride. You decide to go out, and if it happens to start snowing a little bit, get a little bit of precipitation, it'll help keep that stuff out and keep you warm. Everybody's in a hurry to go nowhere. Don't get me wrong, I love to get on the throttle as much as anybody else. I mean, heck, it's in my name, Throttle Fiend. But you know, cagers just don't care. You know, that's another thing for you new riders out there. Head on a swivel. Gotta stay alert to stay alive, because these people, they don't care. And you know, for them, a little oopsie can be a seriously bad day for you. You know, could lead to some permanent injury type stuff. We don't want that. I want new bikers to become old bikers. I want old bikers to become even older bikers. We're all family, one shape or another. Let's keep it that way. Another thing to consider is potentially purchasing either like a neck gaiter or some sort of balaclava that can go, you know, under your helmet, you know, on your head and your neck, under your helmet. Stuff it into your jacket or whatever your top covering of choice is, and that can help be an extra layer of protection. Anything you could do to keep wind off your bare skin is a good thing. I'll throw up a wind speed temperature chart here. Go ahead and pause the video if you want to get specifics, but it's amazing how fast the temperature drops, you know, when you happen to go a little bit faster. So you always want to make sure you're prepared for that. Pretty sure that most of us in the Rust Belt and other places, you know, I'm specifically talking about the Northeast because that's where I live, but you know, there's obviously other places other than the Northeast where it gets cold and it snows. So you always want to be prepared for that and be aware of that. Frostbite is no joke. Same as a heat injury. I had a heat injury during boot camp. I went from July through August and caught myself a little heat injury one day, and let me tell you, that was no fun either. Again, the key to that, like I said before, key to that is hydration and resting when possible. If you're feeling thirsty, you're already started on that path. Fix it ASAP, or better yet, head it off at the pass before it even happens. I went to Dick's Sporting Goods. I bought an off-brand, granted it wasn't an actual Camelback, but I bought an off-brand backpack with a water thing in it, and I think I paid 20 bucks for it, $20 or $29 for it. And even the Camelback one that I was looking at were only 10 bucks more. I mean, no, the bladders weren't huge, but they'd probably be good enough for at least an hour's worth of riding, if not more. And typically for me, about an hour and a half on the bike, you know, unless I'm super motivated to get somewhere in a hurry, I'm ready for a break by then. You know, stop, get something to drink, stretch my legs, stuff like that. So that for me is perfect. And I don't know about you all, but when I ride, my mouth tends to get dry pretty quickly. Even more so I'm noticing today as I'm talking to the camera. You know, along those lines as well, you know, I'm talking about gear. It's important to make sure you get the right gear. You know, your health is something you cannot put a price on. You know, I get it. I know that a lot of people are hurting right now, and I'm there with you. But that being said, you know, there's times you come to a point where there's no amount of money you would not spend to have that gear or that part or that whatever that you needed. Again, I completely understand. As I said in a previous video, the wallet does rule all. You know, got to put food on the table, got to have a roof over our heads, got to take care of the fam, but got to take care of ourselves too. Surprised I'm not seeing more bikes out today. This might be the last decent day we have left this year. Of course, I'm that fool that will be pretty much going out in just about any weather because I ain't right in the head, but you know, wintertime is tough for me here. Like I said, in upstate New York, we get a lot of snow and ice and all that. I mean, last weekend it was in the 70s, so I'm definitely not complaining about that. I'll take it where I can get it. I mean, right now it's like I said, like 40. I think it's 42, 43 degrees. Typically it's a lot colder than that right now. We usually have at least a dusting, if not more, snow on the ground, so I'm definitely not complaining. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. I don't know if I'm actually going to get out, depending on how much rain we're supposed to get, but I will definitely ride as much as I can between now and when I put the bike up, which will probably, I'm guessing, be like Thanksgiving-ish. Maybe a little sooner, depending on how the weather cooperates or doesn't, as the case may be. There's Lake Ontario right there. This is Durand Eastman Park on our left. Nice place to come when the weather's warm. Not too bad a place right now, quite honestly. I'm actually sweating. I'm surprised, but like I said, I'd rather be overdressed than underdressed. Only thing right now that's actually any cold is my hands, and they're really not that bad, but because of my arthritis and my neuropathy in my hands, they tend to be colder than other parts of my body anyhow. So that's par for the course. But everything else is toasty warm, and like I said, I don't even have any heated gear on, so I can only imagine what I'd be feeling like right now had I had something on. Although I welcome it. I'll probably be looking into that really soon. You know, because that's one of those things that no matter what you can use. You know, you don't just have to be riding to use it. If you're a hunter, you enjoy any other type of outdoor sports during the winter. You know, if you're a skier, you know, cross-country runner, heck, anything, bird watcher, whatever. I mean, as I said previously, you know, I went out and bought a drone recently, and I definitely want to get out and capture some really nice footage of here during the wintertime. And you know, it's gonna get cold, so I could easily see myself using some heated gear then to help extend my time outside, or at the very least make it so I can handle being outside. Alright, Fiend Fam, this is gonna do it for this video. Big shout out to everybody who subscribed recently. You know, I'm just completely blown away by the number of people that have decided to subscribe to my channel and watch my content and specifically respond. Just did a recent Odin manufacturing giveaway, and then I did another one which actually ended today. I had 11 comments on my last video. Google random number generator, and Mr. McStash was the winner. Congrats to him. Thank you to everybody who entered. But I mean, think about it, 11 chances you had to win those gloves. You know, I mean, like I said, I just want to give back to the community. You know, that's something that's not too big, too expensive. So I'm happy to do it. You know, anything to help out a fellow rider. You know, hopefully get some more riders into it, or get some new riders geared up. Anything I can do to help, I'm willing to do. So thank you all for watching. Please, if you like this content, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see more content like this and more awesome content as it comes out, like I said, I'm going to be working on stuff. I've got the drone, as well as for some more giveaways. You know, as the channel grows and I do better, I can give back more. I'm strictly doing Sundays, but I hope in the very near future I'm going to be doing Wednesdays and Sundays. Probably not until the spring, unless I can come up with other ways to record content when there's snow on the ground. But we'll see what happens. All right, I'll catch you in the next one. As always, stay shiny side up. Throttle Fiend out.